Hey family, it's Regina. Welcome back if you've been here before. And of course, welcome this is your first time. Thank you for being here. Today is a couple of different things. The first note I'm going to go through is the very few fragrances with the note of coriander. Because yes, apparently it's a note in fragrances, as well as being the seed that goes along with that damn good cilantro. We're not doing cilantro today, thank goodness. I have nothing with cilantro in it. The second thing I'm going to do is work through my fear, and I'm going to start on saffron. Oh, I'm scared. So stick around if you'd like to see what happens with my note of coriander, what happens with the note of saffron, because I have a lot of fragrances with that note in it. That's why I'm scared. There are some of my favorites. As I like to say, welcome. Let's get started. Interestingly enough, coriander can be both the leaves and the seeds, and each of them offer a different nuance to a fragrance. The leaves, for example, bring a spicy, herbaceous, fresh, and slightly lemony note. It has a green, slightly pungent perfume reminiscent of parsley. Then you can also use the seeds. And the seeds are a warmer, spicier aroma with woody nuances. It blends well with our warm spices, ginger, cardamom, black pepper, and our citrus, bergamot and lemon, to create spicy, fresh, and invigorating accords. It can also additionally be combined with floral, woody, or amber notes to add an exotic, captivating touch to certain fragrances. I have 6 perfumes with the note of coriander. We're going to go through them. This is Back to Black by Kilian. I have to tell you, I didn't realize I had this. I seem to do that a lot. But actually, I knew I had it. I thought I'd gotten rid of it, and then I found it. It was in the box, buried under some other thing. When I looked up the notes in Fragrantica, let me show you the bottle. I'm sorry. When I looked up the notes in Fragrantica, I had put that I actually love this. And when I smelled it, I knew why. And that is because it has one of the most sweetest honey notes that I've come across in a long time. I don't get anything on first sniff, something that would be considered herbaceous or spice. It is full-blown honey. So let's see what happens in that dry down. I'm excited for all of these, to be honest with you guys, because you're going to see that so many of these are right up there in like my top, let's say 50 for life. Gentle Fluidity Gold. It's no introduction. If you've seen me in anything else where I've talked about this, this is a top 20, possibly even a top 10 for life. I did not realize it had coriander in it, but I believe it also has juniper, which I would never have said that it had juniper in it either. It's just so well masterfully blended. There is a freshness, but I guess I attributed the freshness to the juniper. Then there's just that gorgeous hit of that vanilla and another, there's a mild spice in here. It's amazing because it could end up being, that could very well be the coriander. If you know, I just learned this from, who did I see? One of my other YouTubers that I watch. I don't know. If I remember, I'll put her in the notes later to figure out who it is. But anyway, she was talking about the fact that MFK had a masterclass in perfumery because Gentle Fluidity Gold and Gentle Fluidity Silver have the exact same note. However, he is showing how the formula, the artistry that comes in, really makes those two polar opposite fragrances. I have not smelled Gentle Fluidity Silver, so I can't speak to that. But if it is a polar opposite of Gentle Fluidity Gold, that is stunning. Stephan Amber Lucas. Sandance. I believe this is a caramel fragrance. To be honest, this perfumer is kind of odd to me. I don't mean in a negative way. It's just fragrances he puts out. Thought-provoking, I guess would be a good word. This has a hint of Play-Doh, some caramel. Off the top, I'm not getting anything fresh, anything herbaceous or green. You know, again, we'll come back. You know what I do. I basically am going to take you through the 6 of these. Then I'll do a quick rapid round where I'm going to smell the dry down scent and then say yes or no, yay or nay, stay or go. On Paris by Celine. Another top 20 for life. This may end up being a waste of your time if you're looking for me to declutter anything, guys, because I'm not sure you have a lot of options here for me to get rid of. But see, in this one, I do get more freshness and a little Play-Doh note. You know, I'm kind of hoping that coriander doesn't turn out being that Play-Doh note. Big Tree by Nikolai Perfumer. And as much as I love this house, so many of her fragrances, her creations, just have not set well with my nose. This, I think, is the last one. I may have one other that are not in the declutter box. which is unfortunate because I do like the notes. This I get all lemon. This is citrusy, fig, and there's something else, something that gives it a little hint of sweetness. It's really sad because as I'm smelling these, I keep thinking that I'm going to come up with like Mexican food. That definitely is not what I'm getting here. This is green, fig, some lemon or some bergamot, orange, something citrus here as well. And maybe there's a greenness that comes in with the fig as well, and my nose just isn't picking up the coriander note. And then the last one in this group is Electimus Vanilla Adesia. If you've seen my other one where I like this, some mercurial cashmere. These are paperweights, you guys. These could hurt somebody if you threw it at someone. I'm not recommending you do. Just saying. You could hurt somebody if you did. This one, yes. Right off the bat, I'm getting something that I'm not sure I would have said was coriander. I would have said green, herbaceous. My nose is coming off a little bit more grassy, and some lemon or bergamot, something. Oh, I get it. It's right there. It has a parsley note. Oh, that was really interesting. Let me regroup, and you know I'll be back. We only have 6 to go through before we move on to saffron. And we'll get over my fear of saffron and potentially just get over my fear. Killian, back to black. I get nothing herbaceous, nothing that I would consider coriander. It's just all, to me, this is all sweet, delicious honey. This is a yes for me. Actually, if I had to make a choice, I would take this over Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. Both very similar. I don't believe there's any tobacco in Back to Black. However, this just has a much sweeter honey note to me that I really much prefer. MFK, Gentle Fluidy Gold. This is a yes. But now that it's dried down, there is an herbalness here that I never got before. Would I say it's coriander? No, but obviously it's not going anywhere, so we'll move on. All right, Sandance. I get no coriander, no herbal. I get chocolate, cocoa, definitely more or gourmand note, but nothing that I would consider. I like it, so that's a yes too. Oh boy, okay. Don Perrin, Celine. Oh, this is just Play-Doh all the way. Beautiful, but there's a freshness to it. Unlike Black Tie, there's a freshness here that makes this another one of my top 20 for life. This is a yes for me. Gorgeous. Fig Tree, or Fig Tea by Nikolai Perfumer. Ooh, this has gone beautiful. This is lemony or like verbena. There's the fig is not woody or green. There's just a little hint, but this actually is really, that's really nice. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised. That's my surprise because that's a yes. Wasn't expecting that. And then we have Vanilla Adesia. This is the one that comes with the strongest green, herbaceous. Definitely the parsley note is here. I'm going to wear this. This could be a great work scent, day scent, but right now I was hoping I would sense more vanilla, but it possible hasn't dried down yet. So we're going to say 4 are definite yes. Sandance and Vanilla Adesia are possibles. I need to wear them. So those are possible no's. This one really has a very strong note of parsley. Let's go with coriander. What do you guys think? Doesn't matter. We're moving on. Save that for the end because right now I'm getting ready to start saffron. And you're going to see some of these back because apparently, for example, Back to Black has a saffron note. I'm probably not going to test this because obviously I don't get anything but honey on this one. It's a yes for me regardless, but I'm just surprised that it actually sits with saffron. Saffron. Let's talk about the note of saffron. Saffron is a small flower in the iris family. Its odor profile is bittersweet, leathery, soft, and intimate with an earthy base note. And that's usually when I pick up saffron is what I get when I'm smelling it, is there's just something very fragrant about it that's just very different than any other note for me. And it's probably the fact that I'm picking up the earthiness as well as the leather in it. Right now I have approximately 12 fragrances for my collection that have the note of saffron. We're going to go through them. Let's see how many end up. Let's see. I'm going to start with one that I absolutely know is probably not going anywhere, and this is Toba Vici by Zenobia. I hate to say that I don't remember ever smelling saffron in it as if, but this is a delicious, wonderful fragrance. You get, this is beautiful. Just right off the stick, I just get fresh, floral, sweetness. There are so many other things happening in there that I would not say. It starts off with a note of saffron. Second, Oh, the Audacity by Penhaligon's. This is another one that you guys probably know is a favorite of mine. I told you, apparently quite a few of my favorites have saffron, and maybe I need to stop saying I hate saffron in my fragrance, because maybe that's not true. Maybe I just didn't realize what saffron was, because what you're not going to see here, which I'm actually kind of surprised, but I don't have it anyway, but I should look, is Baccarat 540. I don't have it, but I do have Baccarat 540 extrait, and maybe that I have to check to see, because I would think that would have popped up, but it didn't. Anyway, I'm going to test it. That for me, when I first smelled it, was a note that I was like, no, that was a fragrance I didn't like. And it's because there was something, which I now know is the saffron, that just hit me just a little off with my nose. Now see, this, Oh, the Audacity, is just an incensey pepper sweetness. I mean, it's beautiful, but I would not say that I get the note of saffron on that first spray. And you know, the last time we talked about Oh, the Audacity, we then pulled out the Not Going Anywhere Ever Baby Cap by YSL. So let's do that again. This also has a note of saffron in it. I just didn't know. Anyway, how have you guys been? Things have been going crazy for me, and all very positive things. This is just an incense, but mainly a pepper bomb. When I went through it in black pepper, this was the heaviest pepper out of all the fragrances that I actually tested. Cavort by Fragrance du Bois. And I look forward to this one because I haven't smelled this in a while. Oh, that's sweet coming up there. I don't get anything I would consider saffron here. It's sweet. It smells like something else I know. It's a clean sweetness though. All of these, beautiful. Montal, Arabian's Tonka. Can you believe that? This is my favorite Montal, and this has saffron in it. All right, I'm gonna stop. Clearly, I must like saffron. I just didn't know what I was smelling. There must be something else I don't like, because, well, now I know, for example, I've smelled enough to know that I don't like that Middle Eastern musk. I don't like the musk if it's the same musk that Paolo Terenzi uses. Now, this comes off to me straight Tonka, even though Tonka is in a base note, this is just such a heavy Tonka note to me, but there is something earthy at the beginning. Let's go with the fact that the earthiness is going to be based on that saffron. La Capitale by Xerjoff. Do you see how many, well, you don't know how many of these are favorites of mine, do you? But most of these are favorites. They would be definitely probably top 100. This is similar to Cavort in terms of it's just sweet. I don't get saffron on the first note. Let's just go with that. Libre le Parfum. Now this has come off to me where it is overwhelmingly lavender. So the saffron may pick up at the dry down. No, actually the lavender, there's some sweet in it. Is there orange blossom and Libre? And there's something earthy. Gonna go with the earthiness being the saffron. Pantheon Aroma Annone. I have 3 of these fragrances, I think. This is the one I am least familiar with. Oh, yes, this. My nose interprets this as similar to Baccarat 540. It comes in very heavy saffron at the top note. So I definitely get the saffron here for this one. Templuo by Nichane. Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet and earthy at the same time. Yes, it's sweet, but the saffron is there to keep it from being like over sweet and cloying. Templuo it's another one right up there with the Ani X and the 100 Silent Ways. That is delicious. That's beautiful. Camila K, Lettre de Pushkar. Look at the color. I wonder if this has orange blossom in it, or that could be from the saffron. Let's smell it and see what I get. Now, this is my 3rd one of this house. Love the other 2. This one is my newest one that I purchased. Oh, this is so unique, but yes, I smell saffron, but in a different way. I don't know what it's combined with. This reminds me of when I would go to a Persian friend's house for dinner, and this would be the smell that would greet me when I would come there. Because of course, my friend or her mom was always making me rice. Because I always want the tahdig, which, if you don't know, is the crispy bottom that is very prized in Persian cuisine. But the house would smell like this, very aromatic, and that's what this smells like. Ah, that's beautiful. So yes, I got the saffron in that one. 2 more, you guys. This one is Bertus Paris Vanilla Oud, and if you remember from another episode, I told you that the reason why I bought this is because it's very similar to my mother's name. Don't come for me. I know, but now I'm at the point where I know what my mother's name is. I have 2. This is my last one. The other one I decluttered. Oh, yes. I'm getting the saffron oud and a floral. And there's a sweetness from the vanilla coming up. This, have you noticed there's usually one surprise per episode, you guys? Let's just call this. This is going to be the surprise. Unless the dry down veers totally off a cliff. This is not what I remember it being when I first smelled it. And the last one is Erin's Tangier Vanille d'Or. You guys haven't seen this because this is the first time it's actually come up. Yes, there's an earthiness, but also like baby powder because it's the vanilla and the saffron that I'm getting. Oh, you know what? I just realized that actually the bottles aren't as, they're actually, you can see through them. I have actually a good dent on that one because I love that one. That was it. Let me regroup. I'll come back. We'll do the rapid round. Zenobia, Tomovici, still yes. Although there is an earthiness that's coming up, but it's more of a green earthiness mixed in with the flowers. Oh, the audacity, Penhaligon's complete and total incense bomb, and I love it. Just yes. Baby Gal, I'm just joking. This is a yes. Cavort, Fragrance du Bois. This is beautiful. No earthiness. I do get some alcohol though. Arabian's Tonka. Oh, but it's a yes. Sorry, that was all yes. Definitely. There's earthiness and the Tonka. Just, oh, my favorite. So this is a yes. Sorry guys, there may not be any no's here, which is why I need to reconsider if I really dislike saffron. Maybe I was scared for nothing. Serjoff La Capitale. I like this, but this is one I need to wear and see how it plays on my skin. Because while I like it, there's something that potentially I may not like. So that's a maybe. I'll leave Le Parfum, YSL. This I get strictly lavender, and there's orange blossom. And Anone. Oh, surprise. I actually like this. This is a milder Baccarat 540 to my nose. So yes, I am getting the saffron. Very nice, but I want to wear it because otherwise it's a no. Templuo, Nichane. Just absolutely gorgeous. Same, need to wear it. As much as I like it, it almost gives me the slight Middle Eastern musk that I find screechy. Elake, Lettre de Pushkar. This still reminds me of rice, Persian rice with the tahdig. This is a yes, and I wonder if it actually has a rice note. If it does, it'd be the first rice note in my collection that is obvious to me. This is a yes, but this is a clean scent. And here's one I thought was a surprise. Virtus, Vanilla Oud. Ooh, and that oud really does come up now, but it is offset by something sweet. I gotta wear this too. Dang it. I'm not willing to say no to any of these yet, but I just need to wear them because they could go left or they could go right. Erin Tangier Vanille d'Or. Oh, this is just gorgeous. This is a yes. This makes me feel like I'm in Morocco looking for food and being near the water. That was it. That was slower than normal. I got to get back in that groove. 4 of these I need to wear, so I have to put them in my rotation so I can see what's going to end up happening with them just because they can go right or left. Other 8 are staying. 6 of the 8 are absolute loves. The other 2 could become loves depending on how they wear on me. Well, guys, I appreciate you being here. I hope we've learned something about the note of saffron. Tell me what your favorite saffron fragrance is. Let me see if there's another one that I love that I didn't know I loved. Hope you come back for the next one. As I like to say, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.